I say, you too. Let me close the windows. Let me turn the music down. Las Vegas don't know how to be quiet. I say, you too. Yeah, I know the boy need a cut, but we roughing it for a while. Good morning, good morning. Bright and early this good morning. Let's go through our administration work. If it's your first time rocking with the boy, I be the KING, SPR, 33. That be me, King Spree. You locked in with one of the realest, they tell me. Reporting live, Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada. Beautiful day, not a cloud in the sky, praise to the Most High. The weather about 43 degrees outside. I'm sorry for all that shaking. I'm on my morning drive. You hear me? And as always, baby, I need you to watch out for that mixtape coming soon. I promise you're gonna love it. Saturday morning, headed to the gymnasium. About to get this quick lift in and about to go work some OT. So, before we get into it, a random video, we're gonna talk about different ways to go about achieving goals. In my opinion, of course. I ain't no life coach. And I ain't no financial advisor, because I ain't got the financials to advise you. But I was just driving to the gas station to go ahead and pay X amount of dollars to fill this car up, which is ridiculous what gas is and what prices are overall. Before we get into this, please like the video, please like the video. Subscribe to the boy channel. We are in the 80s, headed to the 90s, close to the hundo. So I thank each and every one of y'all for rocking with me. And we're gonna keep it going. So I was passing by a stop sign and I seen a bunch of signs. You know, the different signs they have for like judges and certain government or local government council that are up for re-election. And I'm thinking to myself, like, man, why do they still do advertising like that? Like, it's such like a form of advertising. You should be doing a heavy social media push, so on and so on. And then I started thinking to myself, like, why not? It's just one way they're using to advertise. So let's make it a little more clear. If I'm driving by, boom, 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 I'm driving by, and I see a billboard that has Richard Staten for Las Vegas mayor. I don't know who Richard Staten is. I have no idea who Richard Staten is, nor do I care. I don't know if his views line up with my views. I don't know if he's somebody that's a good guy. I don't know if he's somebody to trust at all, right? But what they figure is that by the time you go to vote and you're picking your favorite person, whoever that is, somebody that you do know about, what they figure is that as you're scrolling down to the other ones, if you're familiar with the name, you are a lot more likely to pick that name than if you wasn't. So you might not know who that person is exactly and what their views are, but if I'm scrolling down a list of names I don't know and one pops up that I'm familiar with, I've seen before, I'm more likely to go for that, right? Now, I wanted to transform that into the dating world. What does this boy talk about, dog? This boy always talk about something stupid. I don't like when he talk about that dating shit, dog. Like, I don't like that. I'm gonna drop a dime on that. I don't like when he talk about that dating shit. Anyway, let's go into dating real quick for the days that I was like in South Florida doing a bunch of those, you know, one-on-ones, bunch of those dinner dates, bunch of those going out trying to figure it out with these girls. I was once having a conversation with somebody in which we spoke about what's the best way to go about efficiency with women at that time, right? Let's just say you're a decent looking dude, you have your shit together, and you're looking to have a good time with women. What's the best way to go about it? Is it a Tinder situation? Is it a coffee meets bagel? Is it a go out into the marketplace and really like just literally go to the marketplace and see what you can do at Walmart? Or going to clubs, going to lounges, going to shows, going to work? What's your best option, right? And to revert back to what I just said about the judges advertising, your best option is to do it all. Your best option is to do it all. There shouldn't be a situation where you say, oh, well, I'm only going to do Coffee Meets Bagel. For those that don't know, that's a dating app. I'm only going to do Hinge. I'm only going to do Tinder. I'm only going to do Instagram. I'm only going to do XYZ. There should be no situation in which you're saying to yourself, I'm only going to do one thing. I'm only going to go to a nightclub. I'm only going to go to the lounge. I'm only going to go to a restaurant. You should do it anywhere and everywhere. One of my friends came in town a couple weeks ago, and he was talking about how him and his family went out to eat, and he was trying to like basically court this waitress, and how some of the family members was making fun of him for not closing the deal or whatever. And I was like, yo, listen, at least you gave the effort. If that's what you want to do, at least you gave the effort. Because the same people that are making fun of you for speaking to a woman in public, they wouldn't do that. And as a result, they also wouldn't do a bunch of real life scenarios to go about courting women. So their options for women now become only work. Only if they have an app, they might do the app a little bit. But now your options become a lot less. As opposed to if you were doing every last one of them. You understand what I'm saying? Now, that don't mean you need to concentrate on apps, concentrate on dating. Do this passively. And to be honest, right now, the marketplace is too expensive to even worry about trying to bag a bunch of girls, to be honest. Worry about improving yourselves, kings and queens. But for those that are doing that, yo, you need it all. You need all forms of advertising when it comes to this dating game. You need everything. You need everything. You need Instagram to be popping, have your pictures look decent. You need to have your face. Who uses Facebook? But if you use Facebook, you need to have your Facebook on point. You need to have your metaverse avatar looking good. You need to have Coffee Meets Bagel, Toast Meets Egg. You need to have Drugs Meet System. You need to have all of them. You need to have every last app available, every last way of bagging girls available. Gentlemen, I'm not telling you to concentrate on bagging girls. That's not what I'm saying. Because you shouldn't. But let's not be stupid. We're going to go on dates for the ones that are single. You're going to go on dates. You're going to want to see some new feminine energy. You're going to want to court a young lady. And to do that, you can't rely on just going to work. You can't rely on just going to the bar with your homeboys. You can't rely on just going to XYZ lounge or the restaurant. You have to use every last advantage you have. And in doing that, what you'll notice is, from my perspective back in the day, what you'll notice is that on one side, you'll be meeting girls in a nightclub, right? So you're going to be meeting a bunch of girls in a nightclub. On another side, you're going to be meeting a bunch of girls on the apps, right? Then you're also going to be meeting a bunch of girls in what's called real life. So that's work. School, if you're in school. If you go to the same yoga spot every day, if you go to the gym every day, you see the same women. So now you have an influx of women that are coming in and out. You're not concentrating on any one path. A lot of people, like back in the day, especially, a lot of dudes are sharing girlfriends. This dude dated a girl. Now this dude's dating a girl. This dude doing a bunch of sucker shit. And the reason why they have to, because they ain't got no other option. If Tammy knows Tori and Tori ends up with Megan, and then Megan breaks up with Tori, but also knows Tammy, then Tammy and Megan now could be together. Yeah, two girls. But because of close proximity, because of all being in the same social network, they feel a bond with each other, right? You don't want to do that. You should have your girl be so separate from your friends and so separate from what you do that there's no way to really know who this is and what they do, right? It's very important to establish a line between your dating life and your social life. But my point I'm making is that use everything to your advantage. And that can be applied to, we're going to tie it back into investing, that could be applied to investing. There ain't no one way to do it. It ain't just real estate. It ain't just stocks. It ain't just having crypto. It ain't just saving money. It ain't just having emergency funds. It ain't just having, significant amount of rental properties or cars on Turo or Rolex watches. It ain't just one thing. It's all that shit. Because when one's not doing good, the other is. It's everything. You need to have everything. Now, granted, I'm speaking from a position of just starting. So let me make it very clear. I am not a pro. I'm barely an amateur. I'm just starting this journey. So for those keyboard warriors that are looking and being like, what are you talking about? This boy is talking shit. He don't do none of that. Yeah, it's true. I don't do most of that shit I just mentioned yet. But what I'm finding out is that's the way to go. You got to do it all. Whether you're dating, same thing working out, right? There is no, CrossFit's better than boxing or martial arts training. Martial arts is better than running up the hill. Well, martial arts is better than running up the hill. Biking's better than running. Stairmaster's better than whatever else. There's nothing like that. Bruh, you got to use everything. Sis, you got to use everything. You got to use everything to your advantage, because in today's world, especially where the internet is so readily available to us, we have an opportunity to really be in every nook and cranny of everything. There's so much access to information that it should be a crime to not utilize it, to not have it in your hands, ready to rock and roll. So I digress, but use everything is my point. And back to the dating topic, man, use everything. Use it all to your advantage, because I promise you, where one's not working, the other will. Once again, we're not focusing on women. You're not focusing on dating, but you're going to date. So if you're going to date, then go ahead and do it the correct way. That don't mean that you're a sucker dude and you're going to be 24/7 looking to see a sucker dude, and you're going to be 24/7 looking to see what's going on in the apps. Who can I get with? Oh my God, you're not a predator. No, we're not saying that. What we are saying is, be in a situation where you have many options available to you. And if you can do that, you're going to find success. You're going to find options, more importantly than success. And then you won't be performing from a standpoint of scarcity. The first girl that say hi, you're not going to marry because you have options. As opposed to the gentlemen that don't have said options, and the first girl that says hi, they marry. But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. Anyway, this has been a message brought to you by the good people over here at Spree ENT. It's going to all make sense real soon.